This is W2FJH. We'll be starting the STNY Digital VoiceNet on Brandmatch Talk Group 31367 here in just about 5 minutes. We do have NetLogger up and running for those folks that wish to check in early through NetLogger. NetLogger can be found at netlogger.org. We also do have Google Meet up and running. And if you wish to join us on Google Meet, you can find the link at stnydmr.net. So we'll see you folks in just about 5 minutes. This is W2FJH. This is W2FJH bringing up the STNY Digital VoiceNet on Brandmatch Talk Group 31367, Wires X Room 83721, and live stream to Google Meet and YouTube. The primary purpose of the STNY Digital VoiceNet is to help foster an active digital voice community in the southern tier of New York and to provide a forum for those that are interested or have questions regarding various digital voice topics. While this net is primarily for the southern tier, all stations are more than welcome to check in. This net meets weekly on Sundays at 7 p.m. Again, the call is at Whiskey 2 Foxtrot Juliet Hotel, and the name here is Frank. We'll first take a standby for any stations with emergency or priority traffic. Please call now. All right, nothing heard there. If there is any emergency or priority traffic during this net, please give your call sign followed by the word break spoken 2 times. Please leave a 4 to 5 second pause between transmissions for breaking stations or for those who wish to disconnect the stock group. This is a direct net, and the format will follow announcements, questions, and comments. This net utilizes NetLogger, which can be found at netlogger.org. For more information about this net or to join us on Google Meet, please visit stnydmr.net. That's Sierra Tango November Yankee Delta Mike Romeo.net. You can also find us on 73.net. That's Sierra Echo Victor Echo November numeric number 3.net. This net will prioritize short-time mobile in and out or emergency power stations. We currently do have 4 stations checked in. I saw some few folks keyed up before the net here, so the net would like to recognize K3 BYC Carlton, N2 NCB Paul, W2 KDC Dennis, and N2 UTV John. All right, when checking in, please give your call sign, your name, and your location. And if any of the call signs I did already have checked in, if you are going to be short time, mobile, in and out, or emergency power, please call in with this. But let's take a standby for any stations that are short time, mobile, in and out, or emergency power. Please call now. All right, nothing heard there. So let's open it up for any station that would like to check into the STNY Digital VoiceNet this evening. Please call now.
N2 NRA, Cliff Waverly.
All right, and I'd like to also recognize N2 NRA Cliff. Were there any other stations to join this evening? Please call now. All right, I did see a station key up in there. I think it was WV3M. I'm not sure if he was just chunking to bring up the talk group or if he would like to check in, but we'll just give it one more go around. Any additional stations to check into the STNY Digital VoiceNet this evening? Please call now. All right, nothing heard there. So we will kick things off. If there's any announcements for the net this evening, please call now. Okay, nothing heard, so let's move into questions. If there's any questions for the this evening, please call now. All right, nothing heard there either, so we will move into comments. And the net topic this evening are what are your plans for summer field day? Summer field day, as far as I know, if I'm somebody corrects me there, but I think it's coming up. It's going to be this coming Saturday. So we were just talking about what your plans were, and the top of my list here, I have K3 BYC Carlton. I believe you're new to this net, so thanks for joining us, and you'll take it away there.
Yeah, Control. This is K3BYC. Good evening, friend. Thanks for taking the net, and good evening to everyone else who's checked in. Yeah, I'm just trying to expand my horizons on the DMR side, enjoying it there. Get into a number of nets in Maryland and Pennsylvania. Regarding field day, well, I've got some choices here. I probably will be attending, I guess the closest one. I'm a member of the Harford County, Maryland Aries Races organization, which is based at the Department of Emergency Services there. We will be doing a field day out and back of the Emergency Operations Center building, and so be doing some PR. I'm not one of the guys that comes and spends the night, but I'll be there for a couple hours helping with the PR and set up, and there's some of the prep and food and that type of thing. So, of course, I've got a couple of clubs nearby that will also be doing it. I don't know if I can make the rounds to everything, but number one will be at the emergency services there. I'm going to reset for a moment. One new issue, at least new to me, regarding DMR in reference to our statewide nets is that DMR and the sewerage systems in our areas have disconnected the statewide talk groups. So it's made things a little bit more interesting. And I know Maryland on the last net had to run two net controls at the same time, one to handle the Brandmeister side and one to handle the Seabridge side. That was interesting there, and it's kind of a mixed bag in Pennsylvania. So I'm just wondering how things are going in New York with that. Of course, this is not a statewide group, but so I guess you don't have that restriction. So anyway, that's basically what my outlook is for field day, and just one interesting situation there. So thanks again, and I'll turn it back to net control. This is K3 BYC.
Hey, very good there, Carlton. Thanks again for joining us here. And yeah, in the Southern Tier, I just kind of got into ham radio, and I'm kind of in Tioga County. I'm a little bit away from some of the busier repeaters there, and I got into DMR because it was just kind of a avenue that I didn't have to hear hams kind of through the waterfall, being further out and everything. And yeah, I noticed that we didn't have really. There is another upstate talk group. There are a few repeaters that do carry that, and I think now there's actually a repeater out in Buffalo that might carry the Southern Tier talk group full time. But yeah, it was just as I was learning, there wasn't really uh, many folks that I could kind of get a hold of and ask questions about DMR in the area, and just thought it would be a good idea to kind of have a small net for any folks in the Southern Tier to join. And while we are not statewide, but yeah, we welcome anybody from anywhere that has any questions regarding DMR. So But yeah, we we talked about expanding, but we don't. There's already plenty of like worldwide nets and very large scale nets. And as you mentioned, some nets you have to have two or three like net controls to kind of coordinate it. And we didn't kind of want to get into too much busyness there, but we do have a small group here. I think it's a great group. So welcome aboard there. So. All right, next on my list is N2NCB. Paul, how was your week?
Hello again, Frank, and all N2NCB here. We didn't go too bad, all things considered. We were out and about with various things. Uh, Made a trip up to the windmill in Penyan to see what that was all about up there. And today we went out, Keith and I, our first trip out kayaking. Went down to Quaker Lake. That's in Pennsylvania for those who do not know. And it was a nice, cool morning, nice little breeze out on the lake. We got it to what we call the upper part of the lake, where there was more than a little breeze, but it became a little difficult paddling. So we kind of turned around and got uh, back towards the launch area. And needless to say, I found muscles that I didn't know I had or forgot about. Um, the one thing surprising me today was that I maintained my kayak balance. That's what I call it. Sometimes that can get a little tricky when you haven't been out on a kayak. Similar, I put it similar to if you're riding a bike and or learned how to ride a bike, haven't done it in years, and you get back on it, it's a little wobbly, all that kind of thing. But today was nice and smooth. So we'll turn it back to you, Frank. Take it all. Field day, maybe a little bit dabble here at the house, but that would be about the extent of that. Back to you, Frank. Take care, all. Into NCB.
Hey, very good there, Paul. And yeah, I think the last few days will be a beautiful day there. I know we stopped down at the Strawberry Festival, and really, I mean, other than the wife always kind of burns in the sun there. I swear, it's like 10, 15 minutes or in the sun, and she already has to put on the sunblock and everything. But other than that, it was a beautiful day for the Strawberry Festival. Couldn't ask for a nicer day. So. All right. Well, yeah, we got we actually have some warmer weather coming up here, so hopefully everyone's prepared for that and able to keep cool. But, all right. Next on my list is W2KDC. Dennis, how was your week? Nothing heard on my end there, but we'll give it another go there. Dennis, W2KDC, are you still with us? All right, nothing heard from my end here again, so we will come back to Dennis there. All right, next on my list is N2UTV. John, how was your week? All right, nothing heard there either, and I don't know, maybe maybe a few folks keyed up but weren't around to stick around for the net. So I do apologize for the time there, but we'll give John one more go around as well. N2 UTV, John, you still with us? All right, we'll come back to John as well. So next on my list is N2 NRA. Cliff, how was your week?
This is Cliff from Waverly. Not too bad. My sister from Colorado is visiting and planning on having a family get-together this coming up Saturday. Yesterday, I saw Dick Sporting's had a dirigible fly over the valley here in Waverly. Also, Whiskey Victor 3 Mike is a friend of mine from Coopersburg keyed up, but I didn't hear quite the audio cut off there, so he may give it another shout to the group. Back to you, Frank. This is N2RA.
Hey, thanks there, Cliff. And yeah, I actually saw that same blimp going over the Strawberry Festival. It was the first time I actually saw blimps going over the Strawberry Festival there. But I'll send it back to you there for any plans for Field Day.
No, no, don't have any plans. Friday though, I did visit the Bradford County Com Center and signed up for something July 20th. They're going to have a run and need amateur radio operators to help out. So, but as far as field day, nothing planned there, Frank. Back to you.
Okay, very good there. And yeah, if you find any details about you said that they're having an event on July 20th, looking for hams. If you have any details, feel free to share on the net when you know collect those details of what they're looking for and if we can help out in any way. So, all right, I have reached the end of my list here. So let's see if there's any additional stations that would like to join the STNY Digital Voice Net this evening. This is W2FJH. Please call now.
W2FJH, this is W2KDC coming back. Sorry, I missed my turn. W2UTV, sorry, I lost my connection, but I'll reset.
All right, I think we had a little bit of a doubling there, but we had W2KDC. Dennis is now back, and I think N2UTV. John, I believe you said that you were receiving your connection, and you are back now. And I think I caught the tail end of WV3M. Joseph was checking in. Were there any other stations that would like to check in? Please call now. All right, then let's head on up to W2 at KDC. Dennis, how was your week there? And just in case you didn't catch the first half of it, our net topic this evening was what are your plans for field day?
Sorry I wasn't there for my turn, Frank. I had to run in and pick up my dinner. I'm driving it home now. Chinese Sunday, that's what we almost always do. Had a good week. Nothing noteworthy, but it was all was well. Plans for field day. Clara, Klara, Cuba Lake Amateur Radio Association that I'm a member of is setting up at the Amitsport Fire Department Friday night through the weekend. And they're having a picnic Friday night, so I'm going to go over for the hot dogs and hamburgers. And then Saturday I'll be over there for a couple hours in the afternoon. I don't think they have anything planned for digital, so I'll have my handheld and my OpenSpot 4 Pro hotspot, and maybe I can play a little bit of digital radio if anybody has some interest in that. That's it for my plans for field day, and I am now back to my house, so I'll be breaking off in just a couple minutes. This is W2 KDC. Turn it back to you, net control.
Hey, very good there, Dennis. And yeah, no problem at all there. That's why I just marked you. We also had another station that kind of was out at the time, and that's why I marked people as need status, next, so I make sure to come back to you on NetLogger there. So, all right, and I do like the idea of Chinese food Sunday. I might have to talk to the wife and see if I can talk her into that. I love Chinese food myself. So, all right, next on my list is N2UTV. John, how's it going this week?
Oh, yeah, hello, Frank, everybody else out there on the net. Yeah, for some strange reason, I was traveling through Buffalo, and just as I exit Buffalo, my hotspot decided it didn't want to work. It cut you off in the middle of one of your announcements. But as far as the week goes, for me, it's been a work week. We got several drivers on vacation, so all of us are filling in. So I've had one day off this week, and I'm feeling it, and my weekend will actually start on Tuesday. As far as field days, I'm mostly working, so I don't get a chance to get on, but this year I'm going to try and work from the station, because I actually took vacation day for this Saturday due to my daughter's graduating from high school, so when I get done with her graduation party, then I'm going to sit down and see if I can work anybody. Everybody, just be careful out there with the heat wave this time. Let's take it easy and make sure you carry a lot of water and drink it. So, with that, I'll turn it back to you. This is M2UTV.
Hey, very good there, John. And just by the way, too, congratulations on the daughter graduating this Saturday. So, all right, and yes, good advice for the heat wave coming up. Everybody, please, keep water on hand, stay hydrated, and try to stay cool there. So, all right, next on my list is WV3M. Joe, how was your week there?
Good evening, Frank. This is Joe, WV3M. We're in Coopersburg, Pennsylvania, and I had a very good week. Today was especially good. Happy Father's Day to all that participate in that. And we're coming to you via OpenSpot 4 Pro. As far as field day, I probably will not be participating, and your buddy Cliff into NRA suggested I stop by. So here I am. Thanks for being there, WV3M.
Yeah, very good there, Joe. And yeah, welcome aboard there. Cliff probably mentioned to you, you can find a lot more information about this net and join us in kind of different ways here. We also connect in with Wires X, and also if you're on the go and you don't have a radio nearby, and hopefully that situation never occurs for you. But if there is a situation, you can also find us directly on YouTube. We try to live stream out the net out to YouTube for anybody who is unable to get on, or people who are just struggling get onto brand or DMR talk groups or Brandmeister or anything like that, we're always here to help. So, all right, I have reached the end of my list again. So this is W2FJH with the STNY Digital Voice Net. Let's see if there's any additional stations out there that'd like to join this evening. Please call now.
Good evening, Frank. W2FJH and 2BSF.
All right, and we have N2BSS Jeff. All right, Jeff. In case you didn't catch the first half of it with the net topic this evening, we were talking about what are your plans for field days. So you are next on my list. How is it going this week?
Good evening, Frank and the net. I actually have no plans for field day. I originally was going to set up a temporary station here at my location in Southern Tier with with the magnetic loop antenna, possibly offset 40 dipole and a borrowed radio, but I just didn't have the time to get anything set up, and the plans kind of stalled. Did spend Father's Day weekend. My son came up to visit from Pittsburgh. We painted a shed. We distributed about 6 ton of #1 stone. So, needless to say, we were busy, and I'm tired. So, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll just go find somebody who's operating field day and go crash their setup. W2FJH and TBSS.
Hey, very good there, Jeff. And that's always a fun situation to be in. That you have so many hobbies and things you want to do, and you don't have time to do them all. So, and again, as you mentioned, and a few other folks have mentioned, Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there this evening. So, all right, this is W2FJH with the STNY Digital Voice Net. I have reached the end of my list once again. So let's see if there's any additional stations out there that would like to join in. Please call now. All right, nothing heard there, so let's open it up for any additional stations or any stations that have checked in with additional comments, questions, or concerns. Please call now. All right, nothing heard there, so we will wrap things up here. I'd like to thank Carlton, Paul, Dennis, John, Cliff, Joe, and Jeff for joining me this evening. We'll be returning this talk group back to normal amateur radio use. Everybody have a great and safe week there. And again, please stay hydrated. Please stay cool with the heat wave coming this week. This is W2FJH, and I'll be listening.